I think the ritual of watching a woman put on her makeup is really about a ritual of self-care and self-respect. My name is Regina Merson, and I'm the founder of Reina Rebelde. Reina Rebelde is a makeup line I founded in 2016. It is meant to elevate and inspire Latinas and women all over to embrace and be unapologetic about all of their dualities. They're queen and they're rebel, the reina and the rebelde. We want women to be the person that when you walk into a room, people notice you. And I think as Latinas and a lot of women today need to feel more comfortable with that. So we're creating shades and pigment loads that definitely are pushing that envelope. So I wanted to create products that remind you that there's so much more than just a lipstick, right? It's part of your everyday routine and it can also inspire you. So a lot of the names and the creative part of the brand was very much inspired by my time in Mexico. And then a lot of it is about an attitude. We have this bright red lipstick, the one I'm wearing, called Brava. And Brava to me always reminded me of a woman on fire. But to me, it was a lot about that kind of like amazing feminine energy that was coming about.
Yes,
Reina.
Reina.
I immigrated here from Mexico when I was a young girl, and I found my identity as a woman and as I was growing up to be very complicated by this fact. When I was 15, I decided I'm gonna be a lawyer. Fast forward many years, I find myself as a lawyer in a high-profile law firm, and it wasn't really what I had hoped for. It was paralyzing for a couple of years of sort of mourning the loss of a dream. And I think the harder part of it for me as a Latina was realizing that so many people in the history of my life had had a hand in getting me to my dream of being a lawyer. And at one point, I realized I have the right to change my mind. And what I realized I was naturally drawn to was makeup.
I know, me too. So all of these are just
Zapatista. But don't you guys like the new packaging?
Yes, I do.
I love it.
I think makeup for a lot of people is about the ritual. It's your mask and it's your shield. And it gives you a tremendous sense of control over who you're gonna be in that given day. About a year into the launch of the brand, Target contacted me and said, would you ever be interested in selling at Target stores? And when I met with a couple people on the team, it was very clear that they had been watching what we had been doing and they really wanted to be a part of it, which I thought was very genuine and great because you don't hear a lot of people talk about wanting to highlight this community in a way that Target likes to. When we first launched, we found one that was about 45 minutes away, and I dragged my husband and my mother to it, and we got there, I was running through, and we finally found it on the end cap, and it was just this crazy moment. My mom was crying, I was crying, it was so weird. I still get choked up thinking about it. It was a really special moment. I have had a lot of really powerful moments, right? Graduating from law school, graduating from college was huge, but seeing a brand that I created from nothing, it was just an idea in my head while I was toiling away as a lawyer, come to life, like see it in actual physical form and then find it on a Target shelf was one of the top highlights of my life.
I think we definitely want a big chica neon sign. People are going to be into the flower crowns, and I think we mix that with the Dia de los Muertos kind of feeling.
We are doing an amazing community event around Dia de los Muertos, or otherwise known as Day of the Dead. And it's, a holiday that's really focused around the way that the Latino community has made death and honoring our loved ones a really positive two-day celebration. We are a Dallas-based brand, and we are very excited to be the makeup line for this parade and festival this year. And I think it's gonna be a really fun way to get on the ground with people and show them not only what the brand is about, but how we incorporate our cultural heritage into everything that we do. And I love that when we do anything in person, it's always multiple generations of women together. That's part of the fun, and it's, I think, really important to show people that whatever you think about a makeup line, there are real people working behind it, and Reina Rebelde in particular is about a community of women pushing the entire thing forward on a constant basis. So it is really, really special to have a chance to interact with people because it's very different than when you see us on social media.
The Juntos We Shine podcast was such an amazing opportunity to tell my story. And my personal journey, I think, can be a little bit surprising to a lot of people, but I hope it's a great reminder that you can make anything in your life happen if you want it badly enough and if you're committed to making some of those hard decisions. It's really amazing also to see the lineup of amazing Latinas doing incredible things. And so it was a real honor to be part of that. For more on my story and others like mine, check out the Juntos We Shine podcast on univision.com.